Welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm going to talk about the cause and prevention of leaves that is turning into yellow, dry flowers, and the darkening under the tomatoes. In fact, the problem and solution I'm going to tell you about applies to other vegetable plants as well. Fertilizer is given to the soil for the plant to grow better and to give fruit. This problem is caused especially by using excessive animal fertilizers. pH can often be dropped in pots from animal fertilization. A decrease in pH below 5 prevents the plant from taking nutrients from the soil. The ideal pH value should be between 5.5 to 7.5. After all, when you see the leaves and flowers of the plant yellow and dry like this, you will probably give it too much water considering that tomato seedlings have dried. Excessive irrigation causes end of flower bruising, that is, deterioration in fruit substances. When we control the soil, which we do by placing down to the second node of our finger, you can actually see the soil is moist. You are giving water, but your plant can't make use of minerals. No fertilizer will help at this point. Manufacturers, and especially people who is growing flowers in their pots, can take precautions according to their leaves, colors, and growth. When the leaves of your plant and the bottom of the tomato plant starts to look like this, it usually results from a lack of calcium. But even if you give them calcium, because of their pH levels are low, this means that your plant cannot get the microelements necessary for plants, including nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium, sulfur, magnesium, iron, manganese, boron, copper, and zinc. In order to receive this, the soil pH must reach between 5.5 and 7.5, and we will do it in a moment. To save our plant, we first remove rotten tomatoes, dried flower branches, and speckled leaves. I want to say there's a rumor that goes around. They say to cut the first flower that is grown from the plant, or do not give any water when it blossoms. When tomatoes begin to sprout and blossom, they should be watered so little that they don't die. This is probably why the rumors about not giving any water to flower. This is because you force the plant to blossom. The more flowers means the more fruit. Extra water that is given in this period may cause the flowers to fall out. And the flowers that gave fruit and didn't fall may cause end of flower decay. So don't tear off the first flower and give them the water little by little. Tomatoes should be watered early in the morning or at night when the weather is cool. The reason for this is that during the day, some of the watering will go waste due to high levels of evaporation. The other reason is that the leaves of tomato wilt when you water them at high temperatures in afternoon. In other words, you should water it early in the morning or at night when the weather is cool. Now that we are done cleaning, let's balance our plant's pH value. Slaked lime we bought has to be mixed in the pot soil, and a tablespoon of lime will solve the problem for a medium-sized pot. Mix the lime scale on the top of the soil and water it so that the lime melts and mixes with the soil. Another factor that causes end of flower bruising to tomatoes is because of the plant is under stress. Stressed plants means watering periods are being performed inappropriately. In other words, if you water the tomatoes only a weekend and if you don't water them in weekdays, that's an issue. This lime scale will solve the problem and balance the pH value of the soil. You can satisfy the calcium needs of the plant by adding the water that we boiled eggs. Make sure the water is at room temperature when you are pouring it on the plant. The roots will easily enzyme the liquid after the soil's pH value is balanced for other minerals. You can prepare the natural fertilizer mix at the link above. And also, I will be adding links to the types of liquid fertilizers that I use in my channel. The other tomatoes we have in garden are also healthy as we provide regular irrigation and liquid fertilizer to the potted ones. Instead of mixing lime into the soil in powder form, you can apply it by dissolving it in a bottle of water. A tablespoon in a 1.5 liter plastic bottle is enough. As a powder or liquid, you can use lime twice a year. If you do not experience these problems and your pH value is normal, you do not need to use it. Apply the lime dissolved in the liquid to your pot. I'm using it to protect my peppers. I'm applying for a small amount and for one time. We have reached another end of the video. So if you liked the video, please subscribe to my channel and activate the bell to watch my upcoming videos.